my channel. It's Stacey here. So today's video is about the MyHummy sleep aid. We have the Snoozy one and it's in mint green. It is so cute and there's little stars on it, and I think it's perfect because it's gender neutral. So if we were to have another baby, we wouldn't have to worry about getting another one to match the gender. So I think it's a really cute colour, and it is very convenient as well because it has this little loop at the top. It just allows you to be able to take it out with you. If you need to attach it to the cot, you can do that as well. It's just really handy that they've made it. Even though it's such a small little detail, I think it's a really good one. That is definitely one of the pros I find of the MyHummy. But I'm not going to go into the pros and cons of it yet. I want to go through how the MyHummy works. So you basically have this little zip that's at the top here. You undo it and you have this little box. So you basically press it once to turn it on, and then you press it again. Literally hold it for like a second, if that, to turn it back off and on. You can then turn it up or down, so if you turn it back on and then you hold it, you can hear the sound going down. And then if you release it and then you want it to be turned up, you hold it again and it turns back up. So it's really handy, I find, how convenient, how easy it is to use. So to change the setting, there are 5 settings on this, and I will just look at my notes a second because I can't remember what they are and what they're called. So you've got amniotic fluid. I honestly don't know how to pronounce that, which is stupid because I'm a mum and obviously I gave birth to my child. But yes, amniotic fluid with heartbeat, ocean waves, rainfall, hairdryer and vacuum cleaner. So I'm just trying to figure out what the sounds are, and they all sound so similar apart from one of them, which I'm pretty sure I know which one it is. But basically, to turn it over, you just hold it, click it twice. Comment below if you can hear a difference, because I really can't. I mean, this one's different. I wouldn't be able to tell you what it is. I think that's rainfall. I think it's rainfall. I'm not too sure though. I think that's the amniotic fluid with heartbeat. I think, but I'm not too sure. But we tend to use this one. I'm not sure which one it is, but Cass seems to like this sound the most. But every day is different. But I really can't tell what one's what when it comes to the rainfall or ocean. And there's also the hairdryer and the vacuum cleaner. So it's up to you. I guess it's a kind of a guessing game. Makes it a little bit more interesting. But I don't get off my word that the ones I said that are what I said they are, because I honestly don't know. I'm sure you can find out on the MyHummy site. But to me, they sound so similar. Should have really figured it out before this video. Anyway, also, to put this onto the continuous loop, you press it, you turn it on. Once it's on, you click it for 3 times and it will beep. It's a really faint beep, but it will beep. Oh, and also, when you put him back in and do it up, you put the button at the front and you just squeeze his belly. So that's actually what it's meant to do. So yeah. Anyway, so the Snoozy costs, I think it's $49.99. And personally, I feel like it's so worth it. We did use a app on my phone and we had a spare phone, so we used that one. But then that started overheating and I really didn't feel like it was safe. And it was also really inconvenient for when we went out because we would have to get the phone out or the iPad out to play music, and it was just getting really annoying. Also, I was so worried I was going to drop the phone and then he would have no sound. So I thought we'd invest in a MyHummy, and it's so worth it. And Cash just loves him. He loves cuddling him. I have put the app on my phone whilst I've been recording this because Cass is sleeping and I needed the MyHummy to go through with, to do the review with. So he is currently in there with the app. It just made our lives so much easier. The MyHummy, it uses AAA batteries and you have to have 3 of them. If you are going to consider getting the MyHummy, I would think about adding to the cost of the batteries. So we are getting some rechargeable batteries now because it's just getting annoying having to go out and buy new batteries every time. I'm going to go through my 5 pros of the MyHummy and then I'll go through my cons. So my 5 pros of the MyHummy are you can go anywhere with it, and I think that's one of the best parts about the MyHummy is that you can travel with it. It's a squishy, so if you drop it, it doesn't matter. Yeah, the fact that you can go in the cot is another pro. I don't have to worry about it overheating. And also he just sits in the corner of the cot because he's very easy to put down. So you can sit in the cot, you can attach him to the side of the cot if you want to. I like having him in the cot with Cass because Cass likes to cuddle him. And I think it's quite comforting because he's got the white noise and he's got a nice squishy teddy, so he's always really happy when he goes to bed. So that he's not always really happy, he cries quite a lot, but he's happy after. Another pro is that the MyHummy is so easy to use. You just press his belly, like I've demonstrated in the video, and he turns on, and you press his belly again and he turns off, and you hold his belly and it goes up and down. So I think the ease of the MyHummy is very good. I've heard about the other sleep aids, but I've never tried them because Cass needs a 12-hour sleep cycle with it, which is kind of, this pro is a pro and a con at the same time, and an improvement, all in one for you guys right now. So the MyHummy, you have a setting and you can have it going on for 12 hours and it won't stop. It'll be continuously going on for 12 hours, which is perfect because Cass needs something that's always going on because if it turns off, he will start crying. However, Cass takes about 15 to 30 minutes, sometimes more, to go to sleep. So if he was to sleep for 12 hours, he would wake up around 11 hours because it would have turned off by the time he's actually gone to sleep. So I personally think that if they were to redo it, maybe do the time of the MyHummy, have an ongoing time of like 14 to 16 hours. So then if the baby doesn't go to sleep straight away, you have a little bit of extra leeway with the timing so the baby won't wake up. So personally, that's what I would do. I would change that. I would just add like an extra hour or extra 2 hours onto the continuous white noise cycle just to give them that leeway, because Cass generally, like, I end up having him waking up early because the MyHummy's turned off, and I would have liked the extra sleep. So that's a pro, con and improvement. My other pro of the MyHummy is the fact it's so easy to clean. You take the white noise bit out and then you just put them in the wash and then you leave them to dry. And I think it's so handy because even though your MyHummy, if the baby's been sick on it or if you just need to wash it, even though it's in the wash, you can just put this in the room and they can use that. It won't really make a difference. So that is a really good idea, so that it's not all attached in one thing. I mean, it is overall a really good product and I would definitely recommend it. I do have a few cons that I'm going to go through now. So the cons of the MyHummy I have found are buying new batteries every month or every couple of weeks. It gets quite expensive. So, or has a rechargeable battery pack or something that comes with it. But that's my personal opinion. Other people might find it fine. It might just me being fussy. I don't know. The other thing is it's not really loud. It's quite loud when it's out of the MyHummy, the actual box. However, when you put it back into the pouch, it's a little bit quieter, and Cass likes to have quite loud sound. So again, it might just be me, because every baby's different, and the sound, like, he will go sleep with it, don't get me wrong. But if there's another sound around the house, he does like tend to stir a bit. So maybe make it a little bit louder. I've gone through the fact that it turns off after 12 hours. I think it should be maybe 14 to 16 hours. Even if it was like 13 to 14 hours, a little bit longer would be best. Oh, and my last con and improvement I have would be the fact that when Cass huddles it, he turns it down because there's no lock button on it. So he tends to like squeeze it and cuddle it when he's in the middle of the night or when he just goes to bed. And if he squeezes it for too long, it will either turn off or it will turn the volume down. So maybe as an improvement, put a lock button on the MyHummy. I think it would work a lot better. So if the baby squeezes it, it won't just turn the sound off. So that's the pros and cons of the MyHummy and how it works. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions for me, comment below and I'll try and reply to every comment. And I'll see you next week.